What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Bait. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I have a pair of Air Jordan 1s to review, and these are the Air Jordan 1 Brotherhood colorway that released a couple days ago on Nike.com in my home country. So these actually released alongside the Cardinal 3s a couple days ago, and I really wanted to see that pair in hand, and I did not expect such difficulty in terms of copying manually online, but it turns out that people are really feeling the Cardinal 3s because like they sold out instantly. I mean, the site was lagging and I saw a full-size run, and so I thought it was going to be a breeze, but apparently everybody wanted a bite of it. So it is what it is, I guess. I was quite surprised because normally Jordan 3s tend to flop in South Korea unless it's like a collab, like a fragment collab, or unless it's like the UNC 3s. I think the UNC 3s didn't even sell out like that quickly. But anyways, I didn't cop that pair. But what I did cop was this pair, and this I think, well, I really like the colorway. I think it's a really cool and very new sort of tone from Jordan Brand, but it seems like people aren't really feeling this pair, and I guess this is another Air Jordan 1 that's going to flop because we have a plethora of sizes still available online as well as in stores. But anyways, without further ado, let's dive right into the sneakers. So as the name of this shoe suggests, this has to do with the concept of brotherhood, in the sense that it derives the color from the fraternity that Jordan was in, and I think the fraternity was called Omega Psi Phi. I think you've probably heard of the story multiple times through other YouTube channels, so I'm not going to get into the details of that. But as you can see, the overall upper is quite loud in the sense that it uses some yellow, hits of this light Bordeaux or whatever. But on the side panel, you got this nice white leather for the side here, and then on top of that, you got a nice crisp Nike swoosh done in this light Bordeaux color. I'm not really sure why they're calling this light Bordeaux, because it's nothing like what we've seen, say, on the Bordeaux ones that released recently. But I guess you could say it's some sort of wine color. I think my camera is doing a pretty good job of picking up the hue, because I've seen a lot of pictures and videos online where this pair looks really super saturated in the videos or images, but I think my phone is doing a pretty good job of picking up this sort of matte hue of the upper. But returning to the shoe, you see more of that kind of light Bordeaux colored leather extending all the way to the front of the shoe. As you can see, you've got the leather here on the overlays, as well as the toe cap area. And the leather itself is, it's quite smooth, and it's pretty plush to the touch. But I wouldn't say it's anything like mind-blowing. I think it's just your kind of regular Air Jordan 1 type of leather that we've been seeing on a lot of different pairs as of late. And then on the toe box, you got this nice tumble leather texture here, all done in this kind of university gold color. It's very bright yellow. It almost reminds me of like I don't know, some sort of flower, like a dandelion or whatever. That's how vibrant the yellow is, at least on the toe box. And then you got the perforated holes all across the toe box here. And then on the center, you've got this nice nylon tongue that we typically see on Air Jordan 1s. And then you got this light Bordeaux colored cotton lace, partially factory laced onto the shoe. Then you see more of that light Bordeaux colored leather lining the eye stay area here. And then on the tip of the tongue, you've got the tongue tab, all done in that university gold color once again. And then you got the Nike Air text logo, as well as the swoosh logo embroidered in light Bordeaux against that yellow. And I guess this is probably one of my favorite details of the shoe. For some reason, this tab alone gives off a very sort of like a retro vibe overall. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like reminiscent of the Lakers colorways, but In a sense, it's kind of reminiscent of the Lakers colorway, because if you look at like really old footages from like Lakers games online, there's, I think the purple on the Lakers like uniform or whatever kind of looks toned down as much as this one. So that's just kind of my take on it. But again, this is not tied to the Lakers in any way. It's just the colorway is it's got its roots in the fraternity. But anyways, return to the shoe. On the back side, you've got the sort of the flap or whatever, all done in that University Gold color. And then what's really interesting is that you got the Air Jordan Wings logo debossed into the shoe and printed in that really glossy light Bordeaux or purple color. And I don't know, it's really nicely done. It kind of makes the shoe pop a lot. It really looks rich against that University Gold. And speaking of which, the University Gold color leather is very tumbled and smooth. As you can see, it's very nicely cushioned, as well as the collar area here. And then here on the heel counter area, you see that University Gold colored leather once again with the tumble texture. And then you see, more of that leather here around the side. And the medial side is basically the same deal. And then you got a crisp white midsole, nothing too special there. And then you got a beautiful University Gold outsole with the typical circular traction pad on the forefoot area, and then the Nike branding in the mid part. And what I forgot to mention is that the inside of the shoe is pretty different from what we've been seeing lately. Is that the sock liner material is slightly different from what we've been seeing regularly. These days we get that kind of like mesh sock liner that's very slick and very smooth to the touch. But this one has like a sort of like I don't know, how would I describe this? Like a semi-towel-like texture. I wouldn't say it's rough in any way, but it's got more texture compared to the regular sock liners that we've been seeing on multiple models last year and this year. So that's the kind of the difference that we see here. But I'm not a huge fan of this particular model, because when you wear this with different colored socks, I imagine that this sort of like towel-like material is going to pick up all the dust and lint in the world, and once you take your feet out of the shoes, it's going to leave a sort of like a dingy look, like compared to the slick mesh type material that we've been seeing, because that thing hardly picks up any lint or whatnot, but this thing is just going to be a lint magnet. But it is what it is, I guess. And then this pair also does come with 2 extra sets of laces, one in the University Gold color, and when you put that in, it's going to be a really loud shoe, even though I think it's going to look pretty nice for the springtime maybe. And then you got the classic white laces here as well. I think white would go really well. It would kind of like balance the overall loudness of the colorway. And for the insole, you got this bright University Gold insole with the Nike Air text. Hold on a sec. Printed in light Bordeaux here, as you can see. So yeah, it's just a regular GR Jordan 1 with a very loud colorway. But I'm surprised that not a lot of people are feeling this, because it's a pretty decent colorway. I know it's loud, but it's adding just a little bit more flavor to a classic silhouette. So I'm sure there are a lot of people who like it, and especially it's a model that has some sort of history, or not history, but like an actual story attached to it that makes a bit more sense. So I was expecting these to sell out, but I guess these are gonna hit the outlets pretty soon. Although I don't know, I just wanted to pick up a pair. I did get a 5% discount out on my account, so I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna wait until the prices drop on these. I just would rather pick out a pretty decent pair with some nice QC for my collection. Sizing wise, this is your regular Air Jordan 1, so it's gonna basically fit true to size. And wearability wise, it's hard for me to say. I think this is a shoe that you have to know precisely what you're wearing, because otherwise it's gonna look pretty like a clown shoe. Again, I don't hate the colorway. It's just that if you don't pull these off correctly, it's gonna look pretty stupid. um, but that's just my opinion. But apart from that, I think you could probably wear these with some light colored jeans in the springtime, or maybe some, you just can kind of balance off your outfit with the sort of like black jeans or black pants, like black jogger pants against a loud shoe. I think that would be a pretty decent way to pull these off. But or you could just go full on out with, just kind of like matchy with all the yellow and purple. But that's just not how I rock my sneakers. But I'm not against it. It might actually make a lot of sense. Resale wise, I haven't really checked. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of like resale premium, like slightly on top of retail. But what I'm seeing in Korea is that, I don't think there's going to be any resale premium, at least for the next couple of months or whatnot, until these really go on sale and then sell out, and then people are just going to hog pairs until the prices go up. That's the only picture that I can see, if this were to ever go up in price, or at least where I live. But if you do want a pair of pretty decent GR Jordan 1s for a reasonable price, go ahead and buy these. I think this is a very solid pair with some nice materials and a very interesting colorway. Again, the shoe itself is not that saturated. Once you hold this pair in hand, you're gonna realize that it's pretty matte and toned down. It's not as loud as you see in the pictures or videos online. I think, again, my phone camera is doing a pretty good job of picking that up. So, I hope this serves as a pretty good reference point for you guys. But anyways, that's basically it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps my channel grow. And, I've got some more shoes in my room sitting around, so I'll try to return to my regular upload schedule. But anyways, that's it for today, and thanks for watching.